Hello and thanks for tuning into Kalkine TV. I'm James Preston with a trending news update. Australia's wine export report was released earlier today on July 26, with the report indicating that Australian wine exports declined by 10% in volume to 625 million litres and 19% in value to 2.08 billion Aussie dollars for the year ending on June 30, 2022. The decline has largely been driven by the ongoing stoush with China, with former Prime Minister Scott Morrison insisting a formal investigation into the origins of COVID-19. China responded with aggression and in November 2020 imposed high deposit tariffs on a number of Australian exports to the country, most notably wine. The decline in volume and value identified within the report was resultantly not unexpected. Prior to the tariffs being imposed, China was the largest importer of Aussie wines, accounting for 39% of all Australian wine exports. By the end of 2021, a year after the first round of tariffs, Australian wine exports to mainland China had decreased by 97% in value. However, according to Peter Bailey, the manager for market insights at Wine Australia, the report indicates a strengthening of the Aussie wine industry away from China. Bailey stated that when mainland China is excluded from the data, exports increased by 5% in value to $2.06 billion, an increase of $105 million, the highest value since 2009 and 2010. This is despite volume declining by 3% to 619 million litres. The value growth for these markets was driven by a 9% increase in average value to $3.32 FOB per litre. The key contributors to the value growth included Singapore, the United States, Malaysia, Thailand, India and New Zealand. The top 5 markets by value were the US up by 9% to $436 million, the UK down by 10% to $421 million, Canada down by 5% to $174 million, Hong Kong down 9% to $170 million, and Singapore, which soared a staggering 49% to reach $169 million. As for export volume, the UK led the way with 227 million litres, though this was down by 15%. The US also saw an increase in their importing of 10% to reach 139 million litres. Canada jumped by 4% to 53 million litres. New Zealand increased by 13% to 32 million litres. And the 5th largest importer was Germany, though their import volume dipped by 11% to 32 million litres. So despite China's ongoing aggression economically and militarily, Aussie wine appears to still be in reasonably good shape, but the industry has been significantly impacted as a result of the tariffs. Alright, that's all for this trending news update. For more breaking business and exclusive insights, make sure to keep it locked here on Kalkine TV and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm James, signing off for now.